Hi guys, so this is the look that I'm showing you how to do. I'm on video number 3, step by step, showing you how I achieved this natural, fresh kind of look that I have going on. So this is what I have going on right now. A little scary, I know, but this is life, this is how I look, so no use in hiding it. Okay, so as most of you know, I'm Kara Honograph, and I'm with Limelight by Alcone, and I am just doing this step-by-step video, a few videos long, just to show you quickly how to achieve my finished look. I so far have washed my face, I have moisturized my face, I primed it, and I worked on my whole eye look, and now I'm going to go in with the foundation, which is my absolute favorite. If you have problematic skin like I do, you know that looking for foundations is not easy. Finding a foundation is not easy. And while no foundation can fix texture in our skin, like if we have dips and stuff like that, nothing's going to really change that, but you can make it look as fresh and smooth as you possibly can, and this foundation does that. Let me clean this up a little bit. It looks pretty crazy. So what you can do when you get your foundation, you can get either a palette, which is a foundation and concealer palette, which is one foundation and 2 concealers. You can just get one foundation. Well, that's not foundation, is it? You can just get one foundation right here. There's my cat trying to get into my plants. Don't mind her. So this is just one foundation right here. You can just get that. You can just get one foundation and one concealer, which comes in a smaller thing. Personally, I think the best deal, I think this is really the best deal, because you get your one foundation, you get a concealer that matches your skin tone, and then you can get a concealer for either highlighting, or what I have, this is a lighter concealer that I use also for, it has a slight green undertone, yellow-green undertone, and that goes great for under my eyes and also concealing any red spots. So that's what I love about that. And then this one matches my natural skin tone. So if you are looking for a concealer or a foundation, contact me. I will talk with you. We will figure out what you are looking for, what you want, and you know, you can show me some pictures. I can best color match you with pictures of your natural skin in natural light. If you really don't feel comfortable about that, you know, we can work away and find out a way to figure out what color you are. But honestly, a picture of your bare face in natural sunlight is the best way to go. But just contact me. We'll figure out what your needs are, what your wants are, and you know, match you up with the perfect foundation and the perfect concealer for you. So I'm going to start off, and I normally never do concealer first, but I'm going to do concealer first because I'm going to use this green tinted concealer, and I'm going to use it to cover up my redness in my skin. And I'm using this brush. Now, Limelight has a brush, it's a little bit smaller than this, but it's a buffer brush. This is Eco Tools. I think I just got this at Target, and it's a really soft, fluffy kind of brush. It's not very compacted. It's just a nice blendable stippling brush. I love this brush for this, and I am going to get the Limelight buffer brush, but this works really well. I just wish it was a little bit smaller so I don't make a mess when I dig in there. But the fact that it's really fluffy and it's not compacted, it just helps blend everything really, really beautifully. And this is what I've been using a lot lately, and I'm loving it. So I cannot wait to get our buffer brush, because I know I'm going to love it. I think it's the same kind of idea. It's just a little bit smaller. So this is concealer number 1 right here, I believe, and it has, like I said, a greenish yellow undertone. I'm going to put my brush in here, and this is why a smaller buffer brush would be great, because I make a big mess with this bigger one. So I just kind of put it in. I gave it a little rub. The product's on my brush, as you can see, and you might think that's not enough, but it is. Let me show you. It really truly is. And this is a concealer that I'm just using to help with the redness, and then I'm going to go over with the foundation. I just want to help fix the redness in my skin, and this stuff is super highly pigmented. This concealer is waterproof too. I just feel like this, at least with acne prone skin and much more textured skin like mine is, this is the way to go. I feel like I get the most natural look. Honestly, you could probably do this and then walk out of the house with just this light amount of concealer, depending on how natural you want to go. So that was one little dab. I'm going to do a little bit more, but I don't think I really need to. This is where I have the most texture in my skin because I do have actual scarring and dips in my skin, and there's not much I can do about that. A lot of the color that you're going to see is just shadows. So, I mean, honestly, guys, I could just walk out like this. This is fine. This is fine. I love it. I love it already. But I do want to have more coverage. And so I'm going to go into my concealer or my foundation, and this is Shinto number 1. I actually think that I might be Shinto number 0, so I can't wait for that one to come out, at least right now, because I am very pale. So I put my brush in there, give it a little swirl. Look at my brush. Do you see how much product is in there? Not much, is it? So you would think that's not going to do anything. Wrong. It's going to do a lot. It's going to do a lot. And it's going to buff it out in this brush and make it just look so beautiful. So I literally just swirl it around, buff it in. Guys, it just looks so natural and so pretty. I'm telling you, I mean, you don't have to have problematic skin. Like, this is going to look so beautiful on you if you already have really pretty skin. It's going to just, it's going to look amazing. But if you have some struggles with your skin, I mean, I wish I could just give this all to everybody for free, but I can't. But it's just like, the way it makes me feel is just amazing. Okay, done. That's it. I just went, and if I wasn't talking on the, not talking on the phone, but if I wasn't talking to you guys, I could get this done out, and like, I could do a full face in 5 minutes, and I'll have to show you. That's for another time. Okay, so I did this. Say you want a really full coverage look. Like, this is full coverage already, but say you want something even fuller, or you have some actual problematic spots that you want to layer on top. What you do is you would kind of go over with the foundation. I would say get the pressed powder. I don't always use pressed powder because I have dry skin, and I like a dewy look. So go with your pressed powder, kind of pat it on where, so this is an optional step. I don't usually do this, but I just want to show you in case if you want to know how you can layer it on. So that kind of, this is a translucent powder. It doesn't give any color. It just helps to set your makeup. I will usually put it right here because sometimes I get some creasing. I just kind of use my finger and I go like that. But I don't always use this unless if I have like a really large pimple screaming at me that I want to cover up extra. I layer that on top, and then I actually will go in with the same brush and kind of layer on some more. That will give you an even more fuller coverage. Honestly, I don't think it's really necessary to do your whole face like this. I'm just doing this for purposes of showing you. But I will do that if I have a really bad pimple that just will not cover up. So there you go. Now, see, look, like I said, this is more just shadowing from, you know, it's just the texture of my skin more than anything. If you feel like you want a more matte look, then you can go in with the pressed powder. I don't really feel like I need a matte look. I like the dewy look. So I usually won't do that, but it's up to you. It's all personal preference. The pressed powder just gives that extra, you know, just kind of helps with the mattifying, and you don't have to worry about putting too much on. Like if you need to do a little touch up, if you're starting to get really oily during the day, it will help with that, and it's not going to look like you're caking makeup on. What I love about this product is that it doesn't look like I have a ton of makeup on, and that is because I don't have a ton of makeup on. This is so highly pigmented. It's 50% pigmented, where even high-end makeup brands are like, what, 18 to 23, I think I've heard, pigmented. This is 50%. That means you don't need much makeup at all to give a lot of coverage. So I am not wearing a lot of makeup, and that's why it doesn't look like I have it caked on my face, because I don't have a lot on. This, I'm telling you girls, if you have skin that you feel very self-conscious about, try this foundation. You can return it after, if you don't like it, you have 30 days to return it. try it. It's going to help you. It's going to help you feel so much better and confident about your skin. I really, really, truly believe it. So if you want to be color matched, just let me know, and we'll work out what foundation and concealer color you are, and you know, I'll ask you a few questions and figure out what your needs and what your wants are, and we'll figure the best thing out for you. Okay, so stay tuned for the next video on face powders like bronzer, highlighter, and what's the next one? Blush. So, bye-bye.